The Energy Minister, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, has urged developed countries to support developing countries in meeting their net zero targets. This, according to the minister, can be made possible by advanced countries redeeming financing commitments made to assist developing countries in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. He said this during a high-level SDG Summit Action Weekend in New York, USA on September 17, 2023, on the theme From Billions to Trillions, Scaling Up Energy Compacts to Deliver on SDG 7. Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh said the SDG 7 goal of supplying clean and affordable energy by 2030 presents a challenge for developing countries because it will need a significant financial commitment. Taking advantage of the platform, the minister reaffirmed Ghana's commitment to working with investors to explore new energy frontiers in order to promote economic growth that is sustainable, environmentally responsible, and gender inclusive. The Chief Executive of the Volta River Authority, Engineer Emmanuel Nchidakwa, has commended the Association of Ghana Industries for its continuous efforts to provide proactive support services for the industrial sector, successfully contributing to the growth and development of industry in Ghana. He said this in a speech read on his behalf by the Deputy Chief Executive, Engineering Services, Engineer Edward Obin Kenzo, at the 2023 AGI Ghana Industrial Summit and Exhibition in Accra under the theme Industrialization Through Sustainable and Efficient Supply Chains. Engineer Nchidakwa expressed satisfaction that the 6th edition of the event aimed to foster progressive partnership among key stakeholders in Ghana's economy by using knowledge exchange as a tool to remedy supply chain bottlenecks confronting industries. He reaffirmed VRA's support of AGI's vision, principles, values, and standards to promote public policy, trade, and commerce in the country. The federal government of Nigeria has stated that the nationwide power outage witnessed on 12 September 2023 was a result of a fire outbreak. According to the Minister of Power, Bayo Adilabu, who explained the situation on social media, the event that occurred on Thursday morning resulted in an explosion sound on the Kainji-Jeba 330 kV line 2 blue phase CVT. The blue phase line isolator of Kainji-Jeba 330 kV line 1 was also observed burning. According to him, this resulted in a sudden reduction in frequency with Jeba's generation loss of 356.63 megawatts and Kainji's drop in load to 0. The grid system collapsed as a result of subsequent frequency drops. The collapse comes a few weeks after the Transmission Company of Nigeria marked over a year of zero grid collapse, a feature that has characterized the Nigerian power sector. Germany is expected to produce more than 50% of its power from renewable sources this year, but the country has to accelerate its transition until the end of the decade, Economy Minister Robert Habeck said on Monday. Habeck stated at a conference held by the Heinrich Böll Foundation in Berlin that the increase in electricity consumption, renewable energy sources will need to account for 80% of all power by 2030. The Economy Minister, whose portfolio also includes energy and climate action, spoke of a boom in the solar power industry and the expectation that the goal of obtaining 9 gigawatts of capacity this year will be met. Onshore wind energy expansion, he added, was also moving along nicely, with 2022's full-year volumes already being attained by the end of July 2023.
Visit www.energyghanamagazine.com for more on these stories. Energy Brief is proudly brought to you by Airport View Hotel.
Energy Ghana TV. Local in focus, global in perspective.